One of the best things in Canvas is a feature called Speedgrader. If I look to my right here, and you'll notice all these little things that I need to do. These are assignments that I need to grade. They're assignments that kids turned in digitally. If I have more than what's on this list here, I can go ahead and click right here, and I can see a few more of these. Now, the nice thing about Canvas is that Canvas will record whether things are turned in on time or not, and it'll mark that in the grade book. Now, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go into this first assignment. It's called Crossbow Construction. And I used something called rubrics on this one. And so I can open up the rubric right here, and I can go ahead and mark whatever I need to mark on there. Once I mark those things on the rubrics and I click the save button, it's already in the grade book. I don't ever have to look at this assignment again, and the kids can look at the rubric and see what they did and how they got the score that they got. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the beginning, and I'm going to go ahead and go into another assignment. So this is called Gravity Powered Car Reflection. And I want to show you some other ways that you can record besides using rubrics. Here is the assignment that I gave the student. In this case, this was a Google Doc that I pushed out to the kids. They actually made a copy of it, they filled it out, and then they sent it back in to me. Now if you notice, I have some tools that are located up here. One of my language arts teachers at our school loves this tool right here. It's the point annotation. She can go ahead and click on one of these things right here, and she can say, choose a different word, period. So one way that you can make notes, and then I can just continue going on and making notes with this little point annotation. You can also highlight things, and so if I want to highlight something specific, and then I can go ahead and make another note, and I can say something like, change this sentence, period. I can also go through and put text wherever I want to put text. So if I click on this and I say I want to put a little bit of text right here, and I'm going to say something like, what do you mean by this statement? Question mark. I can also use strike through. So if I want to actually get rid of something, so I can actually strike through this right here, and then I can actually put a comment, you don't need this statement. And then finally, I can actually use free draw annotation. If you have a computer, a tablet computer, and a pen that works with it, you can actually write on top of this stuff. You can circle stuff, and you can say, wow. Of course, I'm writing with a mouse, which is not the most fun thing to do. Once I'm done with this, I can go ahead and give it a grade. So I'll give the student an 8 out of 10. I go ahead and click off that. As soon as I'm done clicking off it, it's in the grade book, and the kids can see all of these responses. Now if I want to quickly grade something, I can go ahead and click on the assignment, and without using rubrics or any type of annotation, I can go ahead and just type in the score. I click out of the box, and then I go ahead and click on this arrow here for the next student. And then I can go ahead and put in the score, click on the box for the next student, put in the score, click on the box for the next student, and I can continue doing that. If you have multiple classes that are been cross-listed together, you can go ahead and click on this button, and you'll actually see each course here that you want to be grading at that time. So I switched over into student view here. I want to show you what that student that I just graded their assignment sees. So they can go into the class, which is the Tinkering 2 class, and they can go right into grades. Now the first one that you saw was I used a rubric to grade the student, and so that was the crossbow construction. If you notice, there's a little piece of paper that kind of looks, I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like a little rubric. I can go ahead and click on that, and I can actually see the marks that I gave that student on that rubric. Next thing, I want to go to the gravity powered car reflection. And when I click on this, there's a button right here that says view feedback. A lot of times kids don't do this or don't take the time to do this, so it'd be good to encourage kids to view the feedback. But they can go ahead and click on this, and here is that paper, and I'm going to go ahead and maximize that so I can look at it. And so I can actually hold my mouse over each of these comments, and they can see my comments that I put on that paper there.